Welcome back, nail queens. In today's video, I am finally, for the first time ever, going to wear my Cali Girl Nail Dip powders. I recently placed an order for some Memorial Day themed dip powders, so I'm going to wear those as today, the day that this video is going up, is Memorial Day. I'm recording this the day before Memorial Day. So I don't know what I want to wear, but I recently placed an order for a variety of things. I think these were like on sale for like 30, maybe 40% off. And in my package came this sample baggie of a really cute glitter. And it also comes with cards, like a thank you card, contact card, and a handwritten note. And here I have a little visitor who, while I'm doing my voiceover, is currently sitting on my lap, trying to take a nap or lick his feet. I'm not entirely sure. He's become my little nail buddy who likes to help me do my voiceovers and do my manis. Anyway, so I'm going to try to figure out what I want to do today. I have 4 patriotic-ish themed colors here. I have Kismet, Let Freedom Ring, Liberty, and there's one other, but that one's a little too dark, so I'm not going to wear that one or pull it out as like a contender. And he's in the way again. He's just a sweetheart. He really is. He's such a cuddle bug. He loves affection. He loves cuddles. He loves naps. So I love it when he comes to join me. I just try to not let him near my nail station while I'm actively dipping in dip powder. Before I decided on what colors I wanted to wear, I thought I was going to do like a combination of the red, the blue, and the glitter. So I'm looking at my Cali Girl order, trying to look at the swatch photos just to see if they'd really go together. And I think the blues here don't match really well. The one that I purchased, which is not the one that you just saw, that was the glitter. So I'm going to go look at Kismet, and that is this one. So I don't think this blue matches really well with the glitter, so I don't want to do that. But I also don't want like a heavily red mani today. I'm just not feeling it. I love this color red, but I'm just not feeling it today. So I was like, maybe I should do these two, maybe I shouldn't. I was still trying to decide, but in the end, I decided I just wanted to do a full mani of Kismet. I'm just going to do a full mani of this. It is a thermal changer. It is wonderful. It will help me tell my fiance that he keeps the house too cold because my hands will be completely blue. So the lighter color means that it's warmer, and the darker color means that it's colder, where you're at your body temperature, whatever the case may be. My fiance loves to keep the AC on blast, and I have to wear sweaters and sweatpants, and we live in Texas. So far, the quality of this thermal powder is really standing out to me. It's rather thin. I don't know if you have a lot of experience with thermal powders. In my experience, thermal powders tend to be more thicker, more dense. It's not a bad thing. I actually love how they lay. They lay beautifully. So this one isn't like as thick or as dense as other thermals I've used, but it still lays beautifully. So I'm very impressed with the quality, the way it's laying, the way it's applying. I'm also doing the pour over method instead of dipping in the jar. So I'll try dipping in the jar in a little bit, just kind of like flipping back and forth, and see if it still performs the same regardless of which way I apply it.
Mom and Dad's only daughter, do I make you proud? Writing my life in lyrics, do you like the sound? Seeking approval constantly. When it's my truth I own, I speak it, don't make sense now. Give it a good, put that on good when it gets hard. I stay on my job like no days off, so you can go pull. your bitter. I'ma make a better way. Hey, hey. Already got the world on me. Give a pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your bitter. I'ma make a better way. Hey, hey. Nigga catch a break. Better way. Oh, I've been working all day. Just pulled up to the house. Don't feel like getting out. I'ma just lay back and crack this window. I've been doing my best. Taking a
So I just finished dipping 2 dips in Kismet, which is the thermal powder that I'm wearing, and I'm going to dip in clear. So I have the Triple D clear. I don't know if I have a Cali Girl Nail Dips clear. I don't think I do, but I didn't get up to go check my drawer of Cali Girl Nail Dip powders. So I just pulled out the one that I have in my desk next to me, which is this Triple D one, and as you can see, it is pretty contaminated with glitter. So Kismet is technically not a solid powder. It has some beautiful light shimmer. So I wasn't too bothered about dipping in a quote-unquote contaminated jar of clear dip powder. But if it was a solid, I would have picked up a different jar because I've already contaminated this one. So I'm just going to add a layer of clear dip to each of my nails, and then I will file, shape, and buff. So earlier I kind of mentioned how thin the powder went on, so I only did 2 dips of it, so that means it was a pretty thin application. I like to have a thicker application for strength, but to where it doesn't look thick. So having a third layer, being the clear layer, helps prevent it from looking bulky, but it adds that extra layer of strength.
speak, it don't make sense now. Give it a good, yeah. Put that on good when it gets hard. Stay on my job like no days off, so you can go pull with that jump off my back. 'Cause I've been working all day.
I'm done dipping in clear, and I'm going to magically dust everything off just like that. All the extra excess clear is gone, and I'm going to activate each of my nails and let that harden. I actually am going to include my filing, shaping, and buffing routine in this video. I like to do that every once in a while, especially when I can actually get myself in shot and I'm not out of frame. So I like it when I can actually record it and it turns out decent, which it did for this video. So once the activator hardens, then I'm going to file, shape, and buff.
I'ma make a better way. Hey, hey, nigga, catch a break. Better way. Oh, I've been working all day.
The tools that I'm going to use for this filing, shaping, and buffing are 2 different styles of hand files and an orange buffing block. So I have this thin file from Bio Seaweed Gel. Miranda from Miranda's Nail Creations gifted me a pack of them, and they are nice and thin. They work really well to get around the cuticle area, and they're the same grit of a regular hand file, so you don't have to worry about sitting here hand filing forever trying to get everything nice and cleaned up. And it's also great for getting the underside of the nails. When you accidentally get dip or dip base or something, it looks wonky on the underside and you want it to file it flush, so the files are very nice for that. The orange buffing blocks are my favorite. I know some people have mentioned that they don't like the size of them because it's hard for them to hold it. I totally understand that, so I'm going to try to find similar ones but in a larger size for you guys, and I'll link that below once I find them. So I'm just dusting everything off and inspecting everything, just making sure that between filing and all the dust that it actually is looking decent. So I do try to dust things off in between my filings before I decide to oh yeah, I'm good. And I noticed I had an excess of dry skin on my hands today. I didn't do this before because it didn't look really dry, but I need to take care of it now. My dry skin is really flaky. So I know it's flaky. It's not like, I don't know how to explain it. It's not like real live skin. It's dead skin. It's flaking off. So I took this ball bit here and my e-file, and I'm just like exfoliating the skin area of my nail where all the dry dead skin is, and just trying to flake all that off. So it looks a lot better than it did before. Thank goodness for that ball bit, for just really doing skin prep, which I should have done in the beginning, but I didn't realize that it was so flaky until my hands dried out from like the rubbing alcohol. So now it's time to reactivate all of the nails, give it that extra cure to harden all the dip powder, and keep them nice and strong throughout all of my wear and tear. I am wearing peel days, so I don't expect to wear this mani for weeks on end. But I do want it to last, more than just a day. And hello, my little kitty's coming back. He's saying hi again. He's like, oh, you're almost done? Let me stop in. He's such a sweetheart. I really love him. I'm going to be sad the day we have to let them go. Okay, so I'm just going to sit here and pet him for a couple seconds because he's so adorable and I just can't resist them. But time to go back to top coat. So now I'm applying top coat to all of my nails. This is a dip powder top coat, not a gel top coat, so it does air dry. I'm applying one coat to each nail, wiping it on my paper towel before I put it back in the bottle, and then moving on to the next nail. After about 10 to 15 seconds, that's when it's safe to apply a second coat onto the nails. So I go back around and I start back at my thumb, all the way down to my pinky, applying the second coat. So the first coat really isn't the glossiest. That's why the second coat is absolutely necessary to apply the top coat. Okay, so I'm gonna let this air dry. I know my skin looks very dry. That's just the nature of the beast when it comes to my skin. My right hand has cuticle oil on it, so everything looks nice and fine and dandy. But once my left hand completely air dries, I'm going to apply cuticle oil. And this is what my mani looks like once I've applied cuticle oil. I really love how sensitive this is. You can see my boyfriend keeps the house kind of cold. I am upstairs in my office, so I do get to control the temperature from up here. But here is a little cat cam for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out, and I hope you guys have a wonderful long Memorial Day weekend. And if you guys have kids in school and they're out for the summer, that's so exciting. It is summertime, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!